Is the housing market in the Magic Valley a paper tiger, or is it the real deal? We have houses moving and fast in some spots, but the data is talking about a whole different story. If Twin Falls is the engine to this Winnebago, you need to know what gears to shift into to move fast.
God, tiger by the tail, it's plain to see.
Welcome to Original Living in Twin Falls. I'm Jeff Abram. I'm your local real estate agent here in Twin Falls, Idaho with Fathom Realty. So before we jump into this, I want to give you a disclaimer. I think I put way too much data into this series, and I think it might be going to put you to sleep. It's a possibility. I'm just guessing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to break it down in short amount of time for you. So you're not overwhelmed with the numbers, but you get what you need so you can make a proper decision about whether you're going to buy or sell, or you're coming into Twin Falls to buy. That way you know what direction to go. So without waiting any longer, let's jump into this so we can get a good idea of what's going on. So this chart that I'm going to pull up here real soon for you is a days on the market chart. This is an important chart for you to understand what's going on. Basically, it's a velocity tell. It's telling you how quickly homes are turning over by either going into contract or staying on the market, and what markets you might want to look at if you're looking for a home. So if we can, I'll pull this up, take a look at it, and I'll walk you through this. So the first two things I want you to look at, the first one is Filer. Filer, Idaho is just outside of Twin Falls, just a few minutes out southwest of Twin. Right now it's showing 33 days total for homes being on the market. Now, this is a little bit deceiving. And the reason why I say that is because if you say 33 days and then look over at Twin Falls at 56 days, you're thinking to yourself, well, Filer's just sprinting. What's going on here? They seem to be moving houses faster than Twin is. Well, context to data is always important. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't have the context to it, you don't understand what's actually happening. So here's the synopsis. Filer only has 29 homes on the market. There's 5 new homes that just come aboard this last 7 days, and there's a single pending. Now, you've got that number. Look at Twin Falls, and Twin Falls at 56 days, but Twin Falls has 184 homes on the market, and there's 28 fresh new listings that came in this week. But the other side of that is we have 37 pendings going out. So what's that tell you? That tells you that Twin Falls is doing 37 times the action that Filer is. Twin Falls isn't slow. It's moving faster than Filer. 600% more active than Filer is. Twin Falls the engine, Filer is the quiet street in the neighborhood. Let's move over to the Jerome and Kimberly and take a look at that one, because that one's an interesting one too. Both of them currently say they're 58 days on average on the market for both towns. Well, again, this comes to a kind of a weird dichotomy we have here, because right now there's a premium market and then there's a value market. The premium market seems to be in Kimberly, because Kimberly's medium price is much higher than Jerome's. I don't want to go over the prices right now. I just want to get you to the velocity of what's happening, but I'm going to make you aware of the difference between the two markets. Kimberly's more premium. Jerome seems to be more value-based right now. And here's where it gets into it. Jerome has 77 homes on the market right now. 9 of them are new, and they have 11 pendings. Kimberly only has 22 homes, and with 3 new homes on the market this week and 5 pending. So when you compare the two, Jerome has more properties available for you to look at versus Kimberly. Now let's take that contrast and look at Twin Falls. Again, we go back to Twin Falls and what they have. 184 homes on the market, 37 pendings right now. Well, that's 4 times more pending volume than Jerome and Kimberly combined. So in the time that you sell a house in Kimberly and Jerome together, you could grow your yard full and mow it twice in the time it takes for a house to get done in those two areas. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's possibly good depending on what you're looking for. Premium market in Kimberly, a little bit more value in Jerome. But the big takeaway from this is Twin Falls is moving 230% more inventory than these two towns put together. Now, let's just drop over here and take a look at Buhl really quick, because this one kind of blew me away. Well, I shouldn't say blew me away, because they've been really high on days on market. But it still bears in the mind of what's going on in Buhl versus everywhere else. So if you look at it, Buhl is at 62 days on the market on average. That's an average on there. They have 31 homes, 4 new and 6 pendings. So what's going on over there? With only 4 new listings and 6 pendings, there's no urgency to sell. I mean, or flip that over. There's no urgency that's there to buy. I think people are disregarding Buhl, and that could be a mistake. That could be a mistake for people that might be a first-time home buyer. So when you compare that to Twin Falls is 45% faster than Buhl, but Buhl is offering a $90,000 discount right off the top from Twin Falls. And I think that's worth note. I think you have to really look at that you're getting a massive discount from moving out of Twin Falls to Buhl. It's a balanced market. While everybody's fighting over the 28 new listings in Twin Falls, you have 31 homes in Buhl you could actually negotiate to. At least that's my feeling and my take on it. The numbers say there's inventory sitting there. This might be your chance to shoot your shot and go get a deal. This is where you have no urgency to chase a house really quick. You could take your time in Buhl and pick the one that you want. Okay, so when we looked at that chart, previous chart, which was days on the market, it's basically a velocity chart. It's telling you how quickly homes are turning off the market, coming back on the market, or how long they're staying. I want to pull up this next chart, and the reason why I want to do that is because you need to understand where the leverage is happening. Price and power. Meaning, is Twin Falls a balanced market? Is Kimberly a seller's market? Is Filer a buyer's market? When we look at that, context is always king in the idea of when you're talking about data. So in order to look at this, it's important to understand where the power is and where the pricing's happening. And I think you might be a little bit shocked by about what you see. So let's jump into that. That way you can take a look at that one. So if we pull Kimberly and Buhl together in this one, you'll notice on this chart that they both have one balanced deal in Kimberly, one balanced deal in Buhl. In Kimberly and Buhl, the power has officially shifted. We have zero seller advantage here. Now, keep in mind, this is just a week look. In previous weeks, we had a little bit more of a mixed signal, but this week we're showing a buyer or balanced deal where nobody's winning or losing on this. Kimberly is sitting at a median price of homes at $549,900. I'd like to know the one person that did the ending in 900. I think sometimes people price houses to make it look like you're buying a used car and make the psychology work for you. Let's just make it even. Again, they only have 22 houses on the market total. Buhl, on the other hand, is sitting at a median price per home of $349,000 with 31 homes on the market. That's a substantial difference. And that matters. That's why context matters. Being balanced in Kimberly means you're fighting for a limited premium spot over $500,000. Being balanced in Buhl, where you have 40% more inventory and a $200 discount compared to Kimberly, means you actually have room to breathe to negotiate. One is tight, balanced, and the other is value-driven, balanced. If you're looking for a deal, I'm headed to 31 homes in Buhl. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, context matters when you're trying to figure out what market suits you best. If you're looking at this and you're thinking about it for just a second, you have two markets. You have a premium market that we talked about, Jerome and Kimberly being on days on market, and then you have another value-based market in the difference of Kimberly and Jerome. You've got a $200 discount going to Buhl. You have 31 homes in Buhl. That's 40% more inventory than you do in Kimberly. So instead of fighting over a few high-quality premium prices in homes, which if that's what you want, that's fine. But if you're trying to get into the market, this is telling me you got to go to Buhl. I mean, that the numbers don't lie to you here. The numbers don't lie in general. You just have to understand how you're reading them. But if you're actively searching for a home right now, and I know a lot of people may be saying, well, I don't want to go to Buhl. You're not going to go to Kimberly. And if the things are high in Filer, because Filer's pretty high, you'll find that out here pretty quick, and things are high in Twin Falls, Buhl gives you a $90,000 discount from Twin Falls to Buhl. A $200,000 discount from Kimberly to Buhl. So let's jump into the next one really quick, and I'm going to put the slide back up because I want you to see this, okay? So as we jump back into this slide really quick, it's important to look at Twin Falls in a reality here as well. I mean, if you're looking at it, Twin Falls has 2 seller advantages and 3 balanced deals. 184 homes on the market total, but the median price is $439,000. Now, look at Twin Falls on the price side of it, and the seller advantage is still alive here in Twin. We have 2 segments here where sellers are still winning, but we have another segment where buyers are winning, or it's just straight even. But don't let this scare you, because with 184 homes on the market, there's 2 seller advantages, and they're being diluted basically by a massive wave of inventory. Now, I don't want to say let's take massive wave of inventory in context about where we've been and where we're going. So 184 homes is, yeah, that's a lot of homes. There's still things to look at, but it's not like we're in the 200 to 300 to 400 homes where we're covering demand. We're not covering demand still. Twin Falls has 8 times the inventory of Kimberly. The volume is the only reason why you're seeing a balanced market over there. And we have the numbers on Buhl as well, but you're getting that discount from going from Twin Falls to Buhl. Now, this next one I want to show you really quick is Jerome and Filer. That seems to be the most neutral place there is in the valley right now, or in our section of the valley anyway. So if you look at Jerome, they have a medium home price of $374,900. Again, with these 900s, I don't understand these 900s. It's like you're psychologically looking at something going, oh, yeah, it's cheaper. But Filer, this is the one that got me. Filer is actually, with their 22 homes, you're looking at $415,000 on the medium average price. That's staggering to me. I mean, you know you're going to get some extra land in Filer, but you would think Jerome would have the same thing. But it looks like, if you're looking at this, it looks like you're going to have a little bit more smaller lots, a little bit more lower targeted price homes in Jerome than you are in Filer. So Filer only has the 29 houses. Jerome has 77. Because the volume is lower than Twin Falls, we aren't seeing a definitive power struggle here. The sellers and the buyers are waiting, and they've decided they're going to go out, see if they can outlast the market and see where the market goes. So, again, I think you have to ask the question, if you're looking for a deal, where are you going to go? Because to me, Buhl is the obvious choice in this. So here's what I want to ask you, and I want you to get involved in the comments. If you were going to buy today, I mean, in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, are you going to go over to Kimberly and take the higher price on a house? The average is going to be higher. Or are you going to take the value-based house of Buhl or a Jerome, and keep the savings from a $200,000 to $90,000 savings and reinvest that back into your house as you live there or up front. So down in the comments, leave me a comment about what you would do in that case. Do you want the higher end, or are you wanting the value-based house that you can go after in Buhl? Leave that down in the comments for me, please. Okay, so that's basically all I have. I'm trying to collect this data so you don't have to, and you don't have to do the guesswork. I set it out, you look at it, you decide what you want to do. It gives you an option to make great decisions on what you're going to be buying or selling. So if you want more data and you want to look at neighborhoods with data behind them, I'm going to leave a link in my description down below, and it'll have it to where you can go in and gain access. It's free. There's a bit of a sign up, which is real easy and simple and straightforward. That way you could take a look at different neighborhoods that you want to look at. But before I go, I have a question for you. And I've got to put my glasses back on for this one too. In your opinion, with everything that's going on, do you feel like Twin Falls is becoming a buyer's market or a seller's market, or is it balanced? Leave the comment below so that way I can have a conversation with you about your thoughts about this part of it. So look, that's all I have for this one on this. My job is to deliver the data, provide a strategy that helps you get moved. So until next time on the 7-day snapshot data dump, I'm not sure what I'm calling this yet. Velocity report. That's what I'm supposed to call it. Velocity report. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, hit that bell so that way you get the notifications. So that way you don't miss any of these important data dumps. Velocity reports. That's what it's supposed to be. Until next time, have a great week. Thanks a lot. Bye.